What if the cell grid goes down tomorrow? A natural disaster, a power outage, and your smartphone becomes a useless glass brick. But there is an alternative. Let me introduce you to the fascinating world of LoRa and a piece of open source software called Meshtastic. This video is sponsored by Banggood. They sent me two of these LilyGo TDEC devices that I will show you in a minute. Check out the link in the description to get your hands on them. But first, let's talk about the basics, how your phone works. If I use this phone to send a WhatsApp message to this phone, there's a lot of infrastructure involved. Let me show you. So you might think that this phone sends the message directly to the other phone. It's a little bit more complicated than that. Here is what happens if you open WhatsApp and send a message. Your phone's modem converts the data into radio waves and broadcasts them to the nearest cell tower. This is the radio access network, or RAN. It's the wireless bridge between your phone and the rest of the world. From the cell tower, most of the time, your data travels through high-speed fiber optic cables, called the backhaul, into your carrier's core network. Inside that core network, specialized nodes handle your data. There's the serving gateway and the packet data network gateway. These nodes route your packets, manage your IP address, and ultimately push your data onto the public internet. It hops across routers, potentially crossing cities, countries, or even undersea fiber optic cables. Each router reading a destination IP address and forwarding the packet one step closer. Your packet now arrives at one of Meta's massive data centers. Load balancers distribute the traffic across thousands of servers. One of these servers now reassembles your packet into the full message and checks the recipient. Is it online? If no, it holds it in a queue for up to 30 days, waiting for the device to reconnect. If yes, it immediately forwards the message. So the message now travels back through the internet, maybe through a different carrier core network, and then finally to a cell tower that sends the message to the phone. So that's a WhatsApp message. It travels through cell towers, fiber optic cables, carrier networks, the open internet, and massive data centers. Now here's the question, what if there are no working cell towers? A problem in the core network, no internet connection, no servers. That's exactly where Meshtastic comes in. And the way it works is completely different. But in order to understand Meshtastic, we first need to look at LoRa. LoRa is a wireless technology. And I really like analogies, so here is one. You can think of Wi-Fi like shouting in a room. Loud and fast, but it only reaches as far as your neighbor. LoRa is like a foghorn. Slow and simple, but has a very long range. A LoRa signal, according to Meshtastic, can travel up to 330 kilometers in perfect line of sight conditions, like mountain peak to mountain peak. It uses license-free sub-gigahertz radio frequencies, such as 433 or 868 MHz in the European Union or 915 MHz in the US. It uses a proprietary spread spectrum modulation. The catch is, on these frequencies, everyone is allowed to send. So there are strong limits on how much you're allowed to send. In Europe, for example, your device is only allowed to transmit 1% of the time. Meshtastic. So LoRa allows you to send data over a very long distance. The Meshtastic platform takes it one step further. It uses peer-to-peer LoRa connections to form a mesh network by rebroadcasting the messages to extend the communication reach. LilyGo TDEC. Before I show you the device, there are some things you need to know. Never power a LoRa board without the antenna attached. It can fry the radio chip. Also, you must configure the software to your specific region, so you broadcast legally on the correct frequency. If you broadcast on illegal frequencies, government agencies can easily trace your signal and locate you. This can and most likely will result in massive fines, and you might disrupt important other networks. So don't do it. Inside you will find the device itself, an antenna, and a battery connector, as well as a pinhead. One downside of this TDEC is this right here. It doesn't have a case, but if you have access to a 3D printer, you can print a nice case. I looked around and tried a bunch of these, but I wasn't really satisfied until I found this one from Ellie Cat. And she did an absolutely fantastic job. She made different sizes. You can download them for free, print them, and use them for your device. She kindly agreed that I use her case design in this video. So thank you very much. Let me show you the case. I printed these on my Prusa Core 1. If you're interested in this printer, check out my video. Perfect. Here's the internal antenna. Now that one works for a big range of frequencies, so it's not perfect. If you buy an external antenna with your frequency specifically, so in my case 868 megahertz, you should get better results, but it will work. Now the last thing I need is a battery. So this one comes with a different connector, but that's not a big problem. Great. These devices come with test software on board, but in order to use Meshtastic, you have to flash the Meshtastic software, and you go to flasher.meshtastic.org. I have a Liligo TDEC ESP32S3. I'll go for the stable beta version. I continue. And now, very important, press this button right here. This is the boot 0 pin, and then turn it on. And now the device should not start, and you should be able to program it. So I select full erase and install Meshtastic. Erase and install. Okay. Select the device, and then I should erase the device and flash the Meshtastic firmware. Now I do the same thing for my second device here. And now I have two Meshtastic devices that can send messages to each other. So first, select your region. Very important. In my case, it's European Union 868. Short name, let's call that one P1. This one is P2. Okay, and we could go into the group chat long fast, which is the method of transmitting. If I enter hi, I receive hi. Hello. Okay, but this is a public group chat, basically for everyone that has the same settings. You can go back to the nodes and then press and hold P2. And then I can directly send a message to P2. Hi. So now I got a message from Arduino 1. Hello. So the first message failed for some reason. Now the great thing about this TDEC is that you don't need anything else. You now have a phone that you can use to send text messages. Now if you don't want to send messages on this small screen right here, you can also use the Meshtastic app and then connect via Bluetooth. But then again, you don't really need a TDEC for that. You could use something like this that comes with a very small display and no keys. Alright, so this is it for this video. I will definitely do some range tests. I'm just getting started with Meshtastic, so please let me know. Are you using LoRa or Meshtastic? Is this something that might be interesting for you? Let me know in the comments. A big thank you again to Banggood for sending me this review units for free. If you would like to play around with LoRa and Meshtastic, check out the Banggood app. You can save up to $25. Link is in the description. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.